You'd have to call Amanda. Amanda be like, I don't even know.
I smashed in the subscribe button, and I know where to find it.
You know.
That's what the YouTubers say.
I don't know.
And it's called the YouTubers. It's not YouTubers. It's the YouTubers.
No.
Yes, because it's on the Home Team 512.
Is this your millennial advisor that's giving you this information?
Yeah.
She's just doing this to make fun of you in the background. That's all she's doing.
She's probably,
like,
he really
She's like, watch this. I'm going to say smash. Only you got to watch out when you get your...
that was... And the sad thing is
she just wants to get you back from all the mean stuff.
She's probably got like 6 people. Watch this guy. Watch this.
He's saying smash.
He says smash the subscribe button. All right, so we'll roll in. No, she's our marketing person. Believe me, I'm like too far. I'm so far out of touch when it comes to that.
He's going to come in with a nose ring next time.
Yeah, because she said that YouTubers wear nose rings. So we'll just start off with kind of recapping the show. Saying thank you. Basically, it's just kind of your last message out there. And then we'll just get into the fun, and we'll just make fun of Aggies. Sorry.
Aggies aren't looking bad. They had one bad game, man. Chill out.
And he obviously has not been watching now. And then we'll talk about the greatness that is the Longhorns and the amazingness, which is Kansas. We talked about this before the season started. Remember, I said Kansas is a good football team. Remember that?
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
All right.
He always says that, and I always say yes.
Hello, Austin, Texas. You're listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt, where we bring sports and money together for your education and entertainment. If you have any questions about anything we say today, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing your American dream.
I had to come in strong. I was doing my research on the Aggies, and I fell off a little bit, so I had to overpronounce it for my lack of jumping in.
It went amazing.
Thank you.
Was
that the best?
That was the bestest.
Was that the bestest of the
best? That was like Weigman's second quarter.
Did I smash it?
Yeah, you smashed the subscribe. You slayed the day.
Did I slay the day?
It was a little sus when you didn't show up at first.
Oh man, that's cap.
Gotcha.
So we're millennial.
Yeah.
I was going to say
millennially challenged. We're millennially challenged.
There we go. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Millennially. All right. I like it.
It's the unabridged version.
Fair enough.
So, first off, just kind of want to recap. I mean, real estate segment.
Yeah.
Discussed a lot about homes, where they're at, how they're hard to find, shortages, why the prices are going up, why they're probably not going to be going down for a while, why it is a good time, things like that.
The truth stays true. The best time to buy a house was last year.
Yeah, it's always yesterday.
It's always yesterday or last year is the best time to buy a house.
And you said that on this show like 4 years ago, and it's still true today.
Right? It's last year. You should have bought it last year.
Yeah, always. And, then we rolled into... as far as on the money segment, we rolled into that and we went over talking about how a cash out can save you. Kind of if you look at the data, you should start looking at the data as far as the historical delinquent factors and things like that.
Yeah, you might have 3%, but if you're over on your credit cards, there's a way to get around it and it actually benefits you. So it sounds weird and counterintuitive, but then you give you a call and you explain all that to them.
Yeah, and we will send it to you in a little format sheet with a video explaining it all. If you're
TikTok video? You dancing it?
Ooh, no, I have not done that.
I think it would deliver better if you do it.
I can try.
I think you should do it.
I mean, so for everybody on the radio,
he was dancing.
Wyatt just danced.
that was Troy.
So
you got some moves, buddy.
Yeah, and so we want to obviously thank the person that brought the legitimacy and the accuracy to the show, Michael Quinones.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, you. Look at you.
Multi, not roll tide, multi. Decade.
You did not just say roll tide.
I said not roll tide.
Yeah, but you said it out loud.
Right. Oh, I love roll tide now. Okay. They're gonna go 11-1.
They're playing. I don't like you. We'll get into that a little bit.
Superstar agent for Realty Austin, and the best way to get a hold of you is, of course, through the cell, text, obviously. If not, you'll call them back. But that's 512-689-6820.
You got it.
That's so
6820.
6820. 689-6820. And it's 512.
Yeah.
It's not that other one. It's not that newbie in the neighborhood.
Well, you can tell when you're old school, right?
Yeah.
You got that 512 in there, right?
Yeah. I do like the fact that people don't change their numbers anymore, because now you're like, You're not from here.
Yeah. Ooh. Especially with all those roofers coming down all of a sudden, like, we're a local company.
Yeah, I'm like, really?
Really? Yeah. So you got your Google number.
But thank you so much. Being local too, you do appreciate the Longhorn football program. I mean, they're 3-0, or no, they're number 3. They're 4-0.
You're a Longhorn fan. You just got that wrong.
And they
You've
have
been all the games.
but they have their biggest test so far.
I agree.
Coming up at Kansas. Can you believe that? We're saying Kansas.
I'm glad you said that because we all know that Alabama's not the Alabama of old.
Well,
they're not. They're really not this year. And I'm not saying that it's not.
But I will tell you,
it's still a strong team, but they're not the Alabama of old.
Right. But I will tell you that quarterback they have is a good quarterback. He's just a baby.
He's just young.
And so I bet you, knowing the Bama that I've watched over the last 15 years, by the end of the season, they're the Bama of old. That quarterback is making strides. I watched that second half of him play Ole Miss and saw the difference. And he's, the pressure you have to have if you're the Alabama quarterback coming in, the pressure you have to live up to has to be enormous. Yeah,
I agree. He's gonna be good.
I think they're going to be a good team because I think the schedule's set up. I mean, they got easy games. They got like the Aggies coming up, Vanderbilt, stuff like that.
Did you say Aggies? I'm gonna trip you. I'm tripping you on the way out. So next week we're going to talk about his sprained ankle. Just play it.
Yeah, no. But so I do think they're going to be a good team.
I agree.
And we were, before the season started, we were talking about how nobody's talking about Kansas Jayhawks, and they have a top flight quarterback, and they have a heck of a running back.
So really, I think to win the game, they have to get on the quarterback. Quarterback's probably your main worry. He's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, and he can slide and throw. He can run. He can do it all. That running back shifty and strong.
If you can contain him, I think you have the game.
Yeah. And so we will see, because I will tell you that because we're Texas. Right, we talk about what sells, like Jerry Jones. We talk about the offense and Quinn Ewers and Xavier Worthy and how's the running back doing. But nobody's talking about the defense. I mean, this defensive line, they're running out 6 linemen that 3 of them have a shot at being a first rounder. Wow. I mean, and nobody's talking about that defense. Nobody's just talking about it. They've got a turnover in every game.
No, they're doing great.
I mean, they've gone 6 quarters. They've
been fun to watch.
They've allowed 1 touchdown in 8 quarters of football, and that was in the fourth quarter or third quarter kind of. I mean, no, that was actually a meaningful touchdown. Now that I remember correctly. My orange glasses were turned on. I had to turn them off. But so I mean. They turned the ball over 2 times inside the 15-yard line last week and didn't give up a point.
Wow, that's big.
I mean that nobody's talking about this defense. So this game, Kansas against Texas, I really want to watch the Kansas offense go against that Texas defense, and we will see, because I think this is their best. This is their most seasoned quarterback. It's not great, but it's a good offensive line. The running back is. I'm excited about it. I really am. I think.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not a night game.
They put it out a couple weeks ago, but 2:30 is kind of that's
the sweet spot.
It's the sweet spot, but but in Texas it's still 100 degrees, so we were like a 7 o'clock.
So do you think it's still plus 2,200 odds for the Longhorns to win the national championship?
Ooh, it's getting down.
It's still a lot of odds.
I know.
They're number 3.
I know. They have
Vegas is pretty good.
Of their top 5.
Yeah.
They have the highest percentage to make it to the playoffs
in the Big 12.
No. Of the top 5, of the top 6, they're 41% chance to make the playoffs. Georgia's only at like 26%.
Oh, wow.
Michigan's at like 17%.
Only because of their remaining people to play. Yeah, that makes sense.
But like I said, Kansas is ranked. Oklahoma's ranked.
I'd love to see it.
And if
I think that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, but
I'm a Longhorn fan. I am. I just, when they play the Aggies, I'm not.
Yeah, if K-State can win until they play the Longhorns, they'll be ranked again.
Yeah.
So they'll have 4 ranked wins if they win. But so.
Anyway, you want to put odds on it? You want to put that on it? 2,200. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will take it.
Yeah.
I will take it.
Yeah, no kidding. No. I've watched this.
I'll put $1 on
Listen.
it. That's $5 on it.
Listen.
I'm taking the bet. You saw this, Mike.
Listen, Lucy.
I
am not kicking the field goal, Lucy. Okay, I'm not kicking it.
You're not there yet. You're not there yet. Yeah, Longhorns do have the ability, as well as the Aggies do. But a lot of times your team it's impossible to have a reign like Alabama has. Right? It really is. I mean, what he's done and achieved has been tough. So, I mean, if you love a team, they're not always going to be on top.
No, if you look back, there's only, college football, there's 115, there's kids everywhere, they're big scholarships. UT had a good run with Mac Brown.
Yeah.
Joe Paterno at Penn State.
Sure. Yeah.
Bobby Bowden at Florida State had a great run.
Right.
Yeah. Oklahoma.
Stoops.
That
was a tough one for you to get out.
Alabama had a good run.
Oh, they had the Longhorns. Yeah. He had the Longhorns number.
But he did. God, the Notre Dame coach. Talks like this.
Oh my goodness.
Lou Holtz had a great run at Notre Dame. But that's about it. I mean, as many.
Bear Bryant.
Right, Bear Bryant. We're talking. That goes back to 30s, right?
Yeah. But it does.
But you know what I'm saying? We're talking about 8 or 9 runs.
Right.
And a West Coast team and an East Coast team can both have a run.
Right.
And not affect each other.
Well, this NIL is going to change it up. Right? Yeah. That's where I think the frustration came to your Sabans of the world, right? Yeah. Is this going to break up? It's going to break up.
He's had a top 4. He's had a top 2 for every year of NIL's been in existence.
But it's going to slowly change. It will. It's going to be more competitive. He's getting less and less top 5s, and they're going other places now. They're going to places like Colorado. I mean, how does that ever happen without NIL?
This has to be marked on the tape, and then we have to discuss this next week.
Okay. All right.
Alabama recruiting last 5 years.
Agreed.
I'm just doing that so that I marked it.
You marked it, but we're also talking about NIL since the start.
Yes,
of NIL.
no, that's what I'm saying.
5 years. NIL had been 5 years.
I think that Alabama's just blown right through it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, and hopefully they're going to be changing some of the legislation because it's not been helping them. But the Aggies playing Arkansas next week. It's a big game for them. Yeah. Anyway, you play your old Southwest Conference.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one too. And Arkansas is a confusing team because BYU went into Arky and beat them.
Right.
And then Arky goes to Death Valley, and it took a last-second field goal by LSU to win.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to win this if they're going to get the hearts of all the Aggie fans. They've gotten over the Miami loss. It was a tough one.
It was early in the season.
It was early season, but but they should have, with all the talent. That defense looked horrible. Yeah. He's finally started rushing, which is great. They need to start doing that. They weren't doing that. So we're hoping for a good win with Arkansas, and then after that's Alabama. We'll see.
You just never know what's going to happen. And I was just looking here, and it looks like Alabama had a number 2 overall recruiting class in 2022.
Yeah.
So I don't think that NIL has affected them yet.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Everybody's saying they've affected them because of the quarterback situation, but let's think about it. Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, Tua Tagovailoa, and then Mac Jones. They had 3 freaks and a 4-year football player.
Right.
That's right. Nobody gives them credit for what they had.
But again, I think it's going to start changing. It'll chip away.
Hey everyone, you've been listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt. We sure hope you've enjoyed what you've heard today. If you have any questions about anything, especially what Wyatt said, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American dreams. See you next week. Hook 'em horns.